Last time out in the Rise at Glory's challenge, we beat Bradford City to try and help with our promotion push from League 2. In the next game, we took on Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup first round and only got a draw, but it's also a League 1 side, so should I be disappointed with this result? Probably not, but we were leading this game 1 point, so I can feel a little disappointed regardless. But the next match we had, we took on Brighton's under-21s and beat them by 2-0 thanks to a Leighton Clarkson brace, and we're through to the next round of the EFL Trophy, which does also add some more fixture congestion, which is not ideal, but an opportunity for trophy either way, which is really good as far as I'm concerned. The next game we had was against Crawley Town, and we gave up 2 points from win position and had a man sent off in a match that we only drew 1-1, so I feel a little disappointed, to be completely honest with you, but at the same time, at least we didn't lose, despite being down to 10 men. And then we went to Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup first round replay and won 4-2. I don't know where this came from, but I'm not complaining either way. The fact it was 1-1 and we had just conceded before the end of the first half was not ideal, but we came out really strong and we made sure to go ahead and absolutely destroy Sheffield Wednesday in a matter of 20 minutes. They did score a second goal, but by that point, we'd already knocked the stuffing out of them. A good victory as far as I'm concerned. We then took on Stevenage and drew 0-0, and one of the worst things that could have happened in this match to Malik Mothersill. And I'm actually really disappointed with the fact that what happened is the thing that's happened to him. He suffered damaged critical ligaments and he's been out ever since. He's still got another 4 to 7 months out, and it's not ideal that someone we were going to put a lot of faith in, a lot of hope in, is taken away from us like this. And I thought that with his young age he could get better and develop, but yeah, it's just unfortunate that he's been injured, and I wish him the best because I think we're going to have to try and build around him for next season. The next game we had was against Barrow, and I'm disappointed with the fact we drew this game. We're the much better team for a long period of time, but they had just 2 shots on target and they scored one of them, so very frustrating, to be honest with you. I don't know what we could have done differently to prevent this from happening. At least we won the next game by 2-0 against Newport County, and by half-time, we'd completely killed the game off, so a good victory either way, and it was good to know that we were continuing to ensure that we could once again be challenging for Forest Green to get promoted to League 1. Then we took on Millwall and beat them 3-0, thanks to an Owen Morgan hat-trick. I don't know why we decided to turn up against Millwall here, but we did, and we knocked them out the second round of the EFL Trophy, so we're in the third round, which is very good to say the least. And then we beat Crewe by the same score in the FA Cup, so another cup game to come, and a comfortable victory as far as I was concerned. It was not on the cards for what I was expecting, so I'll take it either way. We're in the third round of the FA Cup for the first time as a manager. Then we took on today's opponents, Wimbledon, and beat them by 1-0 here. And at this point, I was starting to think we could be in the fight for the top 3 and legitimately be challenging for promotion here. And we just made sure that they didn't have a single shot on target, and we were just so dominant, it was ridiculous. So probably our best performance to date in that regards. But then we took on Wrexham and were beaten 3-2. They took the lead 3 times and we came back twice but couldn't come back a third time. Disappointing with the fact that we didn't get a share the spoils here at least. And this was our first defeat in about 16 matches, so yeah, I wish we could have done more in this game, I really do. And then we took a Walsall and lost 3-2. And I want to know why we decided to capitulate the way we did. We were 1-0 at half time. They scored 2 goals in about 10 minutes. We got an equaliser, and then 2 minutes after that, they took the lead again, and we couldn't get the league back. And we were the better team for the most part. We just didn't take our chances, and it's a very, very disappointing to say the least. In the next game, though, we took on Morecambe and beat them by 2-0. Both our strikers actually scored in this game, so very happy days here, and I was delighted with the fact we were doing so well. But then we drew 3-3 against Newport County and had to come from 3-1 down at half-time to equalise and get a share of spoils after having taken the lead in the 20th minute of the match. Yeah, they scored 3 goals in a matter of 15 minutes. It was ridiculous, and I want to know why we decided to do what we did, and why our goalkeeper, for whatever reason, forgot how to be a goalkeeper and save shots. It's actually annoying to me. We should be beating this team. They're bottom of the table by a comfortable margin. And in the last match we had before we met, we just lost 1-0 to Crew. We're down to 10 men. We had a man injured inside 2 minutes in Owen Morgan, and it's a nasty injury again. So he sprained his knee ligaments. He's out for 3 to 6 weeks, and really disappointed with that. He's not very brave anymore as a result of it, and it's really going to hurt his confidence. It really is. He's got 13 goals in 28 games so far this year, but only 7 in 20 in the league. So in the cup competitions, he's really good. As things stand down in the league, we are in 7th place, and we're taking on Wimbledon today. We need to beat Wimbledon if we're to have any chance, in my mind, of even guessing a top 3 spot. Yes, I'm literally putting a lot of hope in this game. We are also only goal difference away from dropping out of the playoffs, so that's also important. Bristol Rovers do not play because their game got called off, and that means they have 2 games in hand on us by the time they play that game. My own desperation in this is to ensure that we don't get caught out and we don't lose any more games, because December has been a horrible month in terms of our league performances. We've lost 3 times, and I just want to know why we decided to collapse the way we have. But we've made a signing. He's just signed today. He's going to make his debut today, and I think you're going to like him. We've signed Oakley Cannonier on a loan deal that will go into the end of the season. It's about 6 months, but it's the end of the season as far as I'm concerned. We're going to lose a few players due to their loan spells expiring, and Cannonier is going to be a good player to bring in to replace Leighton Stewart, who honestly hasn't been that great. But yeah, I'm hoping that Cannonier will be good this year. He has had a good time in the National League with 11 goals in 42 matches. I say a good time. He didn't do very well with average ratings, but that is beside the point. I think we can make him do good things. He's not very tall, but he's got pace and he's got good finishing, and he looks like an advanced forward that I could trust. So give him time and space, give him some speed, and he's not inconsistent. So that, as far as I'm concerned, is also an upgrade. I just need him to do well. He also can't play in the EFL Trophy, which is not ideal to say the least, but we got Chelsea under the 21s in that match, so there's that. And we also got Cheltenham in the FA Cup, you know, our biggest rivals, so that's not ideal, but what can you do? Either way though, today is important. We need a win to ensure that we can keep our hunt for promotion alive, or at least intact, to say the least. Crew take on Barrows, so I kind of need Crew to beat them to help us out and to keep their hopes of actually being within a promotion fight alive as well. Notts County take on Rochdale. Notts County are running away with the league this year. I'm officially saying this now. We're not catching them. Even though we've got 21 matches left, they're 15 points clear. I don't think we're catching them this year. They're already 9 points clear of Wrexham and 10 points clear of Wimbledon and Carlisle. So for me, that's already done and dusted. Bradford take on Wrexham, which is another concerning fixture because I don't want Bradford to win, but I also don't want Wrexham to win. So I kind of need a draw there. But we need a good load of results here to ensure that we are going to have a good time. Walsall take on Stevenage, another game that I want Stevenage to win because Stevenage are not really fighting for the playoffs this year. And yeah, that's the thing we need to worry about today. And Carlisle take a Chesterfield, so again, I need a Chesterfield win for me. So can you guys do that for me? Thanks. It's all well and good I say that though. I still need to actually make sure we win this game, and we've been hit hard by the fixture congestion. It's very, very bad. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just concerned for nothing. Maybe I'm just paying the price for thinking that we'll just automatically get a promotion straight off the bat. But that's just me. We've also got O'Keefe suspended. We've got Billa, who's not fit for this game, so Robertson's going to have to play. And I really hope we could do well here. At least the midfield three of Ribeiro, Clarkson, and Bellingham are good, but can I even get Ribeiro to stay? Because we've already got problems with young defenders not being able to stay. He's leaving in January. Will they even let me? No. I'm going to need to get a new DM, aren't I? Or play McCann there. This is going to be a problem. Either I play Clarkson there and McCann in midfield, or something else is going to happen. But either way, it's not going to be fun. I'll go about that later, I think. But either way, let's see how we do against Wimbledon. Also, Daniel Butterworth is playing for Wimbledon. the player that was on loan at the club before I signed, I actually turned my nose up on him. I kind of regret that now because he's done quite well for him in the league, but what can you do? Okay, so early highlight for us. 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in, and More Taylor's going to take it. I've still got a lot of players wanting to leave, by the way, so that's also been a problem. I've had to have a team meeting about our run of fixtures and run of form, which is not ideal, but Cannoneer, on his debut, had a chance. That's promising, to say the least. He's already done that for us. Robertson with a throw. I've just encouraged the players because we've only had one shot. They've had one shot as well. Robinson, okay. More Taylor now on the ball. Finds Ribeiro. Casey, who's also going to be leaving in his loan spell. So a lot of my loan spell players are going to be leaving because clubs are not going to want to renew the loan spells, which is annoying because I tend to do it for other clubs. But here's Ribeiro now. Finds Clarkson out wide. Not the best ball, but Robertson keeps it anyway. And Clarkson, no penalty? No, apparently we're not going to get a penalty for that. Okay, I thought that's a penalty, but here's the ball for us anyway. Robertson finds Swan. Oh, that's a good ball to Swan. We scored. It's his first goal for the club. He had a goal ruled out in the last match, so I thought should have counted, but it didn't. But this one counts, and I'm delighted. Just moments after I was winning a penalty, we intercept this. I don't know what the player's doing, but Robinson's intercepted it away, and Swan, that is hugely deflected, but I'm not complaining. We have our lead. Okay, so Cannoneer's not had the best of time so far, 6.5 rating, but I'm going to give him time, because I kind of need to with the injuries we've got right now. And More Taylor on the ball here. Bellingham on the ball. Cannoneer has an opportunity. Can he do something? He looks so short, but he's just scored his debut. Oh, I'm not upset. This is great. What a signing he's turning out to be already. And 2-0 just before half-time. He's so noticeable as well how short he is. I couldn't help but notice it, but he's really good with his touch. He gets it, and it's a delightful little thing, isn't it, almost? So well placed. I will say I kind of thought that his shot was going to get clear off the line, but I'm happy I was proven wrong. But either way, 2-0 at half-time. We do need this victory, and Barrow are losing, I think. Yes, they're losing to Crew, so Crew are doing a massive favour. Bristol Rovers aren't playing because their game got called off. Wrexham are winning 3-0, so Wrexham are not following the script. Carlisle are only drawing, so actually at Carlisle, I need Chesterfield to win that game. Walsall, what are Walsall doing? They're losing, so, oh my god, even Rochdale beating Notts County. So almost everything that I want to happen is actually happening. Apart from Wrexham winning, can Wrexham actually not be good, please? Come on. To think I almost rejected Cannoneer before this game. He's proven me wrong already. So I had doubts, but I decided to go ahead and make the sign because I saw the fans do their little poll thing, saying whether or not they wanted it. It was like 50-50 split. But Cannoneer scoring his debut is a boost to my confidence in his ability anyway. Here's Casey, now Clarkson. Back to Casey, Ribeiro, now Jenks, who's brought on for Bellingham. Now Jackson. And if he makes a run, or the player that was there with him makes the run, he didn't make the run, but here's Jenks now anyway. Here's Ribeiro. I was thinking he was going to go for goal, but Clarkson could go for goal. And that's a great goal for Leighton Clarkson. It's 3. This is turning into a rout, and I'm absolutely delighted. After the run of form we've had this month, in the month of December, it feels like things are changing. Either Wimbledon are having a bad time with their run of form, or we have just picked up the pace after we had a team meeting before this match. Wonderful performance. Unless it turns out that team meetings are actually really powerful for the confidence of the players, then maybe I should just do every time we have a bad run of form. Not that I want to have a bad run of form that requires a team meeting every time, but yeah, it's just really promising to say the least that we're actually starting to perform now. If we get a clean sheet, that'd be even better, or make it 4. I'd like to make it 4-0. Oh my gosh, Swan! Where does that come from? Here's Robinson now, who's honestly been terrible so far, but Cannoneer's in! He scored again! A 2-goal hat-trick? Not 2-goal hat-trick, what am I talking about? A 2-goal debut? Really good stuff. Good lord, I'm actually getting confused with what's happening on the pitch, but yes. How has Cannoneer got to this first? And how is he out-muscled? He hasn't out-muscled Jenkins, has he? No, Jenkins gets there first. He just gets the ball off Jenkins. 4-0. Okay, so we made some more changes. Ribeiro takes the free kick. Swan is not one of the changes that's come off. So here he is. Hughes now on the ball. Trying to find Butterworth. Does, and there's nobody there. I've had to play Max Taylor as a right back because of fitness concerns. That's concerning, but we get the ball back now anyway. Swan on the ball, Casey, Max Taylor, sorry. And if we could do something with this, it'd be nice, but I thought he was going to lose the ball for a second, but here's Casey now, more Taylor, and we really need it. We don't need another goal, but I'd like another goal. It will really boost my confidence in the side anyway. Here's Garrick, who's played for the first one in God knows how long. I've literally kicked out the team. Cannoneer. Oakley Cannoneer might have just got a hat-trick. He hasn't. It was offside. I genuinely had to... I would check, because I've seen that given, but also not given a lot of times. He was so close to being onside, because he didn't actually go anywhere until the ball's played. I must confess, when I went into this match, and I saw it was the 1st of January, we're in really bad form, and it's just a Wimbledon side that are trying to get promotion, I didn't see this coming. So, Oakley Cannoneer might have just earned his first team spot immediately with that performance. What a debut. So that's the league double over Wimbledon today. We're up to 6th, and only 3 points off Carlisle, but they do have a game in hand on us, as does Wimbledon, to be fair. But yeah, it's not ideal. Did they do well? Walsall drew. They came from behind and actually gave up an opportunity to win in the end. Notts County did win. They actually came from behind themselves, which is disappointing to say the least. Mansfield actually lost, so that's also useful. Barrow lost, I'm assuming, because, yeah, they lost 4-1, good lord. Wrexham won 4-1. So, a lot of things that we wanted to happen happened. Carlisle only drew against Chesterfield, so, again, good stuff. Bristol Rovers didn't play. They got 2 games in hand on us now, so they might be a team I'm concerned about now. I'm going to be honest with you. Clarkson's out for 3 to 4 days. It's not ideal, but we've got plenty of midfielders we can replace him with, and there you go. Apparently, they want me to sign him immediately. He is actually able to be signed, which is actually bizarre. He's only got a contract until the end of the season with Liverpool, but if this is what we can expect from him, I might sign him for next year. If we don't get promoted from League 2, he is going to be useful. We can't use him for the EFL trophy, though, because he has played 3 times for Liverpool's team. But what a debut for us. I was not expecting this at all. Happy days. Wait, I'm going to end this here. How do you think we're actually going to do in the league this year? Was that just a one-off performance where we were just really good? Or should I be thinking we can actually do this in the future long term? We've got 20 games left. We can still easily get 2nd place. And I think that has to be the aim at the bare minimum. But I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on all of this down below. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. It does help me out a lot. But until next time, goodbye and well, good night.